Are you an aspiring Scrum Master or a project manager looking to ace your next interview? Do you want the confidence to answer any question that comes your way? Introducing our interview masterclass, an exhaustive course designed to give you the competitive edge over other candidates. Crafted meticulously by, and these are real interview questions which are asked in the industry. So there's nothing manufactured here. It's more than just a preparation resource, it's a game changer. Navigate through a wide array of interview questions, spanning key areas like project management fundamentals, Scrum principles, risk management, and much more. In this video, I'm going to talk about if you are preparing for Scrum Master or Agile Project Manager, how you can prepare well, and what are the areas you should be focusing on. So before you prepare for any interview, it could be Scrum Master, Project Manager, Business Analyst, Product Manager, anything. You have to first understand about the company, about the role, and based on that, you need to have a very clear view what kind of questions might come your way. So in this video, I have created this typical interview area breakup, but depending upon your position, company, things could change. For example, if you have applied for a senior level position, then there will be a lot of focus on leadership and team management. There will be a lot of focus on risk management. But if you are a Scrum Master at the junior level or a project manager at a junior level, then there will be more focus on Scrum fundamentals, your understanding of budget and resource management, your communication skills, and of course, the project management fundamentals. I have included both Scrum as well as project management fundamentals, primarily because nowadays a lot of companies, when they post position for a Scrum Master, they are not necessarily going to ask questions about just Scrum. Your role is to manage a team, get the work done, and deliver working software in production, which essentially means it's a project management profile. Now, if they are using Scrum, they will hire a Scrum Master. If they are not using Scrum, or is it just a company following some agile methodology, some other agile methodology, they may just call it Agile Project Manager. So if you are planning to appear for a Scrum Master interview, don't assume that you will only get questions on Scrum fundamentals. You have to be ready with all these categories. All these areas are important for you. And when I say risk management, I'm not just referring to risk. I'm talking about RAID, R-A-I-D. Risk, assumption, dependencies, and issues. So you have to be very clear what a risk is, what a issue is, when a risk becomes issue, how do you handle them? Because you may get direct questions on them or you may get indirect questions on them. And to help candidate prepare for these interviews, I have created a software. The software essentially covers more than 100 industry standard Scrum Master and Agile Project Manager interview questions. These are combinations of objective type as well as behavioral. The site is called CareerPathUp.com. You will find interview practice questions and packages for business analysis and product management as well. But in this video, we are going to essentially focus on project management and Scrum Master. And these questions, please note, that are shared with program manager profile. So if you are ready and prepared these questions well, you can always apply to companies like Google or Microsoft who are constantly looking for program manager roles. So if you come across any position at these companies or any other tech giant with the title program manager, and if you are out there looking for a Scrum Master, tip number one for you is that you can apply to these roles. A lot of these skills and requirements are kind of common. Depending upon company, depending upon level, depending upon nature of the work or the team, there might be some variation. But if you are good with a Scrum Master profile or a project manager profile, or rather ready with these interviews, then you can always apply to these program manager requirements. So on this website, you have free and premium plan. I'm going to use free plan where you will get bunch of questions. They are not everything, but you'll get a sense what you will be getting. So these questions are essentially combination of fundamentals and going to advanced behavior-based questions. So this one, what you see here, is essentially a fundamental question about difference between project and program management. And if you have done PMP or studied PMBOK, you will see that there are sections and chapters dedicated to this difference. And these kind of things are quite common there. So for example, in this tool, if I select, it will tell me whether the question is right or the response is right or wrong. Now, it will continue to throw these errors until I select the right answer. Now, if you see, this is what I'm talking about. If I go back to this structure here, you can see that we have leadership and team management related areas. We have task management, stakeholder management, communication. These kind of questions could come as direct question in the interview, or there might be situational questions like this. So you are a Scrum Master or a project manager and your senior team members are not cooperating, not joining daily status calls. How do you handle the situation? Your response essentially is going to communicate about your leadership qualities, style, because these are real life scenarios. Trust me, whenever you join any company, it doesn't matter what kind of company, big, small, medium scale, tech, non-tech, you will always have people who will not cooperate. It could be joining daily status calls or anything else. They may always have an agenda which could be different than yours. So this is essentially your leadership test and how do you handle the conflict. So they may directly ask, how would you handle conflict? Or they may just give you a scenario like this. So for now, I'll just type something. I'll mention, I'm cool. I'll let him not join the call. Trust me, it's a very wrong answer. Now, if I hit submit, it will give me a sample answer. So this sample answer can give you all the structure, all the information you need. And if you don't have any specific answer, though I always encourage my students and the users of this tool to use something real from their experience, their background. But if you are looking for some guidance, how to structure your answer, this can be a great tool for you. Because remember, in interviews, a lot of candidates struggle because of lack of articulation. They know the answer, they have something, but they can't articulate it. And this is where tools like this are so important. If you are using YouTube videos to learn, it could help you. I'm not saying it won't be completely useless, but trust me, you won't get a proper response. Reason is simple. You will watch 10 videos from 10 different makers like me or someone else. They will give you some structure. You will remember something. You will forget something. But if you follow a particular structure, it could be any structure, a star method or whatever you want to call it. You need to practice that. You need to write it down. You have to do it 10 times in a day. And the good thing with this tool is that you can access it on your mobile phone. It's a mobile-friendly website. So you can, even if you are in office or traveling, anywhere, you can just open this tool, start typing the answer here, and keep practicing unless you have the required level of knowledge. So there are many more questions. I'm not going to show you all of that, maybe in some other video. With free plan, I think there are certain limited number of questions. With premium plan, I think the questions are around 140, and they are combination of objective type and these kind of situational case-based questions testing your real knowledge. But whatever tool you use, I would highly recommend you to write and practice, because when you write, it is embedded in your brain, in your memory, and when you do it multiple times, you are way better prepared. Because a lot of time people try to just come up with the answer in the interview itself. They fumble, they mix up, they lose the direction. And this is where they will disappoint their interviewer, because if you ask any seasoned project manager or a Scrum Master professional, they will tell you that one of the key aspects of these management profiles is communication. If you can't communicate well in the interview itself, how are you going to do that in your daily job? So that's why it's very important to be ready. You might not be getting the interview call now, but if you are planning to switch job even in next 6 months, this is your responsibility to start today, because people wait till last moment. Then somebody will call you, they will schedule the interview in a week or 2 days or 5 days, and then you won't have enough time to practice. Remember, you have the answer. You need to articulate it, and that's why you need practice. So even if you are a project manager or a Scrum Master with 10 years of experience, unless you practice, the thought process won't be clear itself. And that's why I always recommend everyone to practice. Okay? If you have any specific area or a specific question on these profiles, let me know. But remember, I have mentioned project management and Scrum Master, but if you are an aspiring program manager, this will be applicable for you as well. Okay, thank you.